As tech businesses hurried to announce deals and investments at a worldwide AI conference in New Delhi on Wednesday, U.S. artificial intelligence chip giant Nvidia announced partnerships with Indian computing companies. According to the organizers, this week's AI Impact Summit is the fourth annual meeting to address how to regulate the rapidly changing technology and offers a chance to establish India's leadership in the upcoming AI decade. Nvidia, the most valuable company in the world, is building what it says is India's largest gigawatt-scale artificial intelligence factory in collaboration with L&AMPT, a cloud and data center provider in Mumbai. In a statement that did not include an investment figure, Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang stated, "We are laying the foundation for world-class AI infrastructure that will power India's growth." L&AMPT stated that it would provide data centers with up to 30 megawatts of capacity in Chennai and 40 megawatts in Mumbai, using Nvidia's potent processors, which are capable of training and operating generative AI technology. In addition, Nvidia announced partnerships with other Indian AI infrastructure companies, including Yada, which plans to invest $2 billion and install over 20,000 high-end Nvidia Blackwell processors. For the summit, dozens of international leaders and ministerial delegations have traveled to India to talk about the potential benefits and risks of artificial intelligence, which range from job losses to disinformation. According to a Stanford University researcher's annual global rating of AI competitiveness, India jumped to third position last year, surpassing both South Korea and Japan. However, experts say the nation still has a long way to go before it can compete with China and the United States, even with plans for massive infrastructure and ambitious goals for innovation. With IT Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw stating on Tuesday that India anticipates more than $200 billion in investments over the next 2 years, including about $90 billion already pledged, the conference has also brought about a rush of deals. In a related development, India's Adani Group announced on Tuesday that it intends to invest $100 billion by 2035 to build hyperscale AI-ready data centers, supporting New Delhi's ambition to become a global center for artificial intelligence. Microsoft announced that it will invest $50 billion this decade to increase the use of AI in developing nations, and Indian IT behemoth Infosys and US AI startup Anthropic announced that they would collaborate to develop AI agents for the telecom sector. Huang of Nvidia is not going to the AI meeting, but several prominent US tech leaders are, including Microsoft founder Bill Gates, Sam Altman of OpenAI, and Demis Hassabis of Google DeepMind. At the end of this week, world leaders such as French President Emmanuel Macron, Brazilian Prime Minister Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, and Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi are set to make a statement outlining their plans to solve the issues brought up by artificial intelligence. However, analysts argue that specific agreements are unlikely due to the event's broad emphasis and the ambiguous promises made at past global AI conferences in South Korea, Britain, and France. Non-binding announcements might nonetheless set the standard for acceptable AI governance, according to Nick Patience, practice lead for AI at tech research organization Futurum, who spoke to AFP. However, according to Patience, the biggest AI firms are deploying their skills at a rate that makes 18-month legislative processes seem insignificant. Therefore, the question is whether governments can come together quickly enough to establish significant barriers before the corporations themselves establish de facto standards. The social media behemoth will receive millions of Nvidia's Blackwell and Rubin GPU graphics processing units, as well as its CPU central processing units and networking products, as part of an extended multi-year, multi-generational relationship between Nvidia and Meta. According to the idea, Meta will run and train AI models using the items in its data centers. Nvidia stated that Meta will implement the chips in its own data centers and rely on those offered through Nvidia Cloud partners, but it did not provide a monetary value for the enlarged agreement. Companies like CoreWeave and Crusoe, which host Nvidia chips for other businesses to rent and utilize, are part of Nvidia's Cloud Partner Program. Join our investor community. Hit subscribe and like to get your daily Nvidia stock insights and tutorials delivered. Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang said in a statement that no one uses AI at Meta's scale, combining cutting-edge research with massive infrastructure to enable the biggest customization and recommendation systems in the world for billions of users. Meta shares increased 0.7% during pre-market hours today, while Nvidia stock increased over 2% before the bell on Wednesday. We are providing the whole Nvidia platform to Meta's researchers and engineers as they lay the groundwork for the next AI frontier through deep code design spanning CPUs, GPUs, networking, and software. Nvidia reports that Meta is introducing its first large-scale Grace CPU-only servers in addition to the GPUs, with plans to introduce Vera CPU-only systems in 2027. These would be comparable to more conventional servers that don't have GPUs and use Intel CPUs. With a current price of almost $639.29, Meta Platforms has experienced a substantial 3-year return and a 5-year gain of 143.6%, despite an 8.9% fall in the first year. In the near term, the stock has gained 3.1% over the last 30 days, declined 4.4% over the last week, and has declined 1.7% so far this year. Investors should keep an eye on this new AI infrastructure arrangement, which comes with a mixed return profile. The magnitude of this transaction demonstrates to shareholders and prospective investors how important privacy-focused computing and AI infrastructure have become to Meta's product roadmap and cost structure. As AI capabilities reach billions of users, the introduction of NVIDIA confidential computing across platforms like WhatsApp also highlights technical data protection options. This AI infrastructure agreement binds Meta to millions of NVIDIA chips and solidifies AI as a key factor in determining future costs and products. As this cooperation grows, keep an eye on AI capital expenditure levels, data center effectiveness, and the uptake of new AI capabilities across WhatsApp and other apps. Spades. Dependence on NVIDIA hardware and proprietary processing tools focuses execution and supplier risk on a single important technological partner. Intel and AMD, who have controlled the CPU server market for decades, may find that kind of move difficult. Additionally, Meta's WhatsApp messaging service will make use of NVIDIA's confidential computing, which enables the processing of secret data using its GPUs. Since the beginning of 2026, AI-related equities have suffered as persistent worries about spending have dominated the market. The price of Meta's stock has dropped 3.3%. Particularly heavily impacted is Microsoft, whose stock has dropped more than 17% since January 1st. As investors wonder if powerful GPUs are required to power all AI applications, or if more specialized chips will eventually replace them, semiconductor stocks have also declined in recent months. With the release of newer models of their own AI chips, NVIDIA's clients, such as Amazon, Google, and Microsoft, have increased their concerns. The information revealed in November that Meta and Google were negotiating the usage of Meta's TPU chips for artificial intelligence applications. While rival AMD's stock has dropped more than 5% so far this year, NVIDIA's stock has dropped more than 1%. Because GPUs can be used for a wide range of AI applications, while chips like Google's TPUs and Amazon's Trainium processors have a more constrained range, analysts say it's unlikely that NVIDIA would lose its dominance in AI to other technology. February 25, 2026 has most likely been marked on the calendars of many NVIDIA stockholders. The massive chipmaker is expected to reveal its fiscal 2025 fourth quarter earnings on that date. Shortly after the market close, NVIDIA will hold its quarterly conference call with analysts and reveal its results. Following its Q4 statement, it is easy to forecast that NVIDIA's share price will soar. Results from the company will most likely be outstanding and show a thriving underlying business. But I have a different opinion. After February 25th, I think the GPU stock will decline. S&P Global reports that the consensus Wall Street Q4 revenue forecast for NVIDIA is $65.6 billion. $1.52 per share is the average adjusted earnings projection for the fourth quarter. Both projections show increase of almost 71% annually. Does my forecast presuppose that NVIDIA won't fulfill these projections? No, actually. Over the past 4 quarters, NVIDIA has consistently produced better than expected results, exceeding Wall Street's projections. The business will probably do it again. But outperforming analysts' projections doesn't guarantee a future increase in stock price. Examine the following chart. The chart's indicate the times at which Nvidia released its financial results. In every earnings report, the corporation surpassed expectations, as I just indicated. However, take note of what transpired with the share price of Nvidia afterwards. After 3 of the 4 quarterly updates, the stock dropped. Why are such post-earnings drops occurring? Occasionally, Wall Street's whisper numbers surpass the official predictions for earnings and revenue. Another reason is that investors frequently have high expectations for earnings outcomes beforehand, and they become anxious if the quarterly update even slightly deviates from those expectations. The memory scarcity is one possible problem that can frighten investors during Nvidia's Q4 earnings call. The stock may drop if Nvidia's management suggests that memory shortages may have even a minor impact on GPU sales later this year. Another obstacle awaits Nvidia as it prepares for its Q4 upgrade. The return on investment, ROI, that AI spending is producing is questioned by certain analysts and investors. In its latest quarterly reports, Microsoft easily exceeded revenue and earnings projections. But after that, its stock fell. The company's increased expenditure on AI infrastructure was one of the reasons for the sell-off. With Alphabet, the situation was comparable. On February 4, 2026, Google's parent company released excellent Q4 earnings. But the following day, the stock experienced a modest decline. Alphabet's large rise in capital expenditures linked to AI was the main cause of the drop. Amazon's enormous capital expenditure plan of more than $200 billion for this year also caused concern among several investors. Not all of the best AI stocks are Microsoft, Alphabet, and Amazon. They are also one of Nvidia's biggest clients. I believe that Nvidia will find it challenging to genuinely impress investors with their Q4 release in this climate of AI ROI skepticism, a dip that is anticipated and will be a gift. Granted, I could be mistaken in my prediction that Nvidia's stock will decline after February 25. Nvidia is the only company that can do exceptionally well even in a difficult environment. However, I believe that long-term investors should hope that my prognosis is realized. I would consider any decline in Nvidia's stock price to be a blessing. The company's Rubin ramp later this year is going to be a huge success, I'm sure of it. Over time, I think it will become evident how beneficial AI is. Therefore, there would be a great chance to purchase this stock during a brief decline. Don't forget to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your input helps create a more knowledgeable community where we can all learn and grow together in the world of investing. Stay up to date with the latest market trends, insights, and key updates by subscribing to Investing Tutorial. We're here to help you make smarter investment decisions and stay ahead of the curve.
Nvidia has been a stock that's consolidating. It's gone nowhere in the last 5-6 months. And now we need to see, can this earnings report break it out of this range? I mean, imagine if they miss.
Yeah. Okay, so you say imagine if they miss.
Don't. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. They don't usually miss, but the issue is not so much, it's not about if they miss, because Nvidia, over I don't know how many quarters now, even when they beat and project better earnings to come, they're not rewarded.
No, and we saw it with let's go back to software and communications. Meta, great quarter, not rewarded. Palantir, phenomenal, best record quarter. Nvidia's had record quarters time and time again. Not every time does it go parabolic and break out and go to another level. Sometimes we go through phases with Nvidia where it consolidates. Usually that's 3, 4, maybe 5 months. This is a long phase, and given the backdrop of the other Magnificent Six, the Super Six, whatever you want to call them, not rallying, all eyes point to this stock. So you hate to single out, oh, this is the most important earnings. And, you know, every quarter there's always going to be one. But, you know, we're kind of in this wait and see mode, and we need to see what Jensen has to say about that guide. And maybe he can assuage some fears where, all right, now these stocks like a Microsoft that seems to have found a floor around 395, 400 can finally come back, and Meta can recapture its 200-day moving average. Amazon can settle at this 200 level and then start to rally. So if they can show us, hey, this isn't the end of the world, you know, maybe tech comes back and leads. But right now, the leadership, when you have materials, healthcare starting to break out, utilities up 7 something percent last week. it's good to see money rotate, but it's not going to take the indexes higher.
For everyday investors who are heavy in tech, we have a big retail investor audience. What's the message here or the signal here? Is it about, with regard to exposure, is it buy the dip opportunity?
Well, at one point in time, the buy the dip is not going to work. And I still think in some of these software names, if you buy a basket, the dip will work. But some of these individual stocks, Oracle has me concerned. Adobe has me concerned. This is not new news to us. We've talked about it. Salesforce, another example of AI infrastructure, cannibalizing it. Will they turn it around? Those are individual stories. Will the entire sector be cannibalized? No. There are going to be winners and losers, so it's better to buy a basket. And so the IGV, which is down around 79, 77.5 to 79, this looks like a level to nibble. I've nibbled myself, but I think you want to go where the puck is, and the puck is in stocks that are breaking out. Staples, materials, energy has had a nice run. That may pull back, but ExxonMobil, we talked about it 2 months ago. That was a nice forming chart. But when you look at the IGV, that is a big rounded top, and we are coming into some serious support here. Definitely worth a nibble for a relief rally, but then that leads to the question: is it a relief rally or is it a rally again? And I don't think we're going to get that answer for another quarter.
Okay.